Hi and welcome. Welcome to byDCee cooking channel. Welcome to my kitchen. And today we're talking about beetroot. So I know beetroot is coming to end of the season. It's really the last month for fresh beetroot. But you know, good news is that it's available all year round. And but if you want to do it seasonally from the UK. The best time for beetroot is somewhere between June and October, they say, but some of the sources say end of January is also the entail of the season for beetroot. So this is what I found yesterday in my local vegetable and fruit shop. I go there all the time, every day. And so the reason I'm talking about beetroot is one, because it's going to be old news in 2 weeks, next week in February, and two is because it's got really amazingly healthy properties, and it's really good for you. It's a little guy like that. It's mainly carbohydrates, about 79%, 18% of protein, but it's a really good source of folate, so also known as vitamin B9. And folate is responsible for development and growth of new cells, and really folic acid probably is familiar for you, so pregnant ladies and mums-to-be should be keeping a good attention to folic acid. And potassium, manganese, fiber and iron are also predominantly present in the beetroot, and these are really good function for your brain, for your new cell growth stimulation, lowering blood pressure. One of the really interesting guys that's part of the beetroot is it's called tryptophan, and tryptophan is part of the amino acids family, and it's a precursor to production of serotonin, so our happy hormone. So if we eat food that is rich in tryptophan, it will essentially make us happy. What gives beetroot red color is the compound called beta-cyanin or beta-cyanin, and it's very rich in nitrogen, and for years and years it's always been used as a food coloring. Sometimes some manufacturers add it to red wine to enhance the color, or tomato sauces and things like that. But recent studies showed that actually it's not only food coloring, food dye, but also it has a really amazing properties in exhibiting anti-cancerous properties. So here we go. Beetroot is really healthy for you. This is the beetroot story, and what we're going to do with it, I'm not going to use all of the beetroot. Some of them I'm going to roast, but today's main focus is on fermentation. So I'm going to show you how to ferment the beetroot. Okay, so I peeled my beetroot, and now we have to weigh it. And how am I going to do this? So I've got my friendly, helpful scale in my fermented clay pot. My peeled beetroot, red hens, 20 grams. And here we have, 995 grams of beetroot. Perfect, that's exactly what I need. So, we know the weight of the beetroot. I'm going to chop it up into smaller pieces. Chunks of raw, peeled and clean beetroot. We put it aside. We know the weight of the beetroot, which is 995 grams. So the rule of thumb in fermenting anything really is a ratio of salt to the actual product you're fermenting it in. 2% of 995 is 19.9. I'm using aromatics, so ginger, which is also, it's got all the goodiness in ginger as well, like anti-inflammatory properties. Same goes for garlic, and I'm actually going to use the whole head of garlic, and I have a bunch of bay leaves, so everything in there. And ginger, and I'll break down some garlic right here. In goes my ginger, and more garlic here. Let's remove that skin. This is our product, and also make sure you use a clean spoon to make sure there's nothing other than clean stuff in the bowl. You know, fermentation is the natural process driven by microorganisms like bacteria, mold, yeast, by converting sugars into another substance. Pour it all over, and this 1 liter of salty water should cover up the entire beetroot and everything else with it. And we need to make sure that the beetroot, ginger, and garlic and bay leaf are all submerged underwater. Just to make sure this is all submerged and doesn't float above the water, I'm gonna weigh it down with a stone and a little plate. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna make a little hat. This is my beetroot making cloth. So we're gonna cover it up with the beetroot so it still breathes, but there is no oxygen going into the water and actual beetroot. So we let the bacteria, lactic acid bacteria, do its job in converting sugar from the beetroot into the amazing product that will come afterwards. What fermentation does, fermentation enhances the flavor of the actual product that we are fermenting, so the beetroot will taste like it will taste like beetroot, but the beetroot that you haven't tried before. It's just so good. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave it under the cover for 5 days. But every day we need to tend to our beetroot, and we need to carefully stir it to make sure that we burp it, as they say in fermentation world. So there's no nasty bacteria accumulating. We only want good lactic acid bacteria being present in the pot, nothing else, no food poisonous bacteria. So here we go. We're going to put it in the quiet place for 5 days. So I'll walk you through each step. We'll check in tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the 4th and the 5th day, and I will show you what transformation the beetroot juice goes through, and what are things to look out for, and what is the healthy looking fermented beetroot juice. Okay, see you tomorrow. There are things floating on top of the surface of the liquid, and what we simply need to do now, we just need to stir it and make sure that all the lactic acid bacteria, also known as lactobacillus, it's all kind of interacting with every single chunk of our beetroot, our ginger, our garlic, and there are no pockets of food poisonous bacteria lurking anywhere here. So it's simple as that. And let's look at the color. So it kind of turns into this orangey, rusty color. So this is all perfect. Day number 2, so far so good. Okay, so here we have day number 3, and let's see what's under the cover of our amazing fermented beetroot. Remove the stone and the weight, and here we have nice and clear juices. The color is a bit different today, but it's still nice and clear, which is great to see. So here we go, nice and orangey, rusty color, no murkiness, perfect. And day number 4. It doesn't look dissimilar from the day number 3, but we can see on the surface here floating bacteria, which is great to see. And let's just mix it all around. Let's incorporate it all in to the pot. And that's it. That's all we need to do. Let's look at the color of the broth. It's getting pale, which is the right, pale and rusty again, so which is the right thing. Okay, so here we go. Day number 5. Oops. And I can see the color of the juice is getting deeper and more red. We still have those pockets of bacteria floating on the surface. That's fine. We'll strain it later. Oh, the smell is absolutely pungent. God, it's like a combination of roasted beetroot with garlic and ginger and bay. Oh God, it's like mouth-watering. So here we go. Yeah, I'll say one more day. Whoops. One more day and we'll be ready to drink it. Okay, hi guys. So it's day number 6 and let's see what happened here. Yep, we don't know what's inside. Let's see. Okie dokie. Okay, so here is, let's remove all the weight. Sorry. And what we have here now is this really bright and super deep beetroot color. Look at that. So from what happened in day 1, for 5 days, it's almost like texture, but it's almost like syrupy. It's just really incredible how it works. So we are ready to strain it. So this is gonna last me a week, I would say. I drink it every day, half a glass, 100 ml per day. And yeah, there we go. Here's our juice. These are fermented beetroot. Okay, enjoy. So now we fermented our beetroot. It's all extracted into our beautiful bottle, and we should drink it every day, at least 100 ml or half a glass of fermented beetroot juice per day to get all the benefits from this amazing deliciousness. Fermentation is just really incredible process, and it turns any food into medicinal goodiness. So in case of our beetroot, fermentation increases activity of antioxidants. It changes vitamin content within the beetroot itself and enriches it in the minerals, antihypertensive peptides, anti-diabetic properties, and increases probiotic activity. So fermenting anything will be definitely beneficial to all of us. So fermented beetroot has all those attributes combined together, and it's simply beneficial for our health. So to summarize, it supports our gut microbiome by restoring the imbalance in our guts, detoxifies the liver, lowers levels of inflammation in our body by presence of organic acids and so-called short-chain fatty acids. And lastly, it's proven to be beneficial to our mental health by presence of neurotransmitters known as gamma-aminobutyric acid that supports our mental health, brain function. So why wouldn't you drink it? Simple as that. I want to take it one step further and turn it into a biohacking deliciousness. So I would like to enhance it with lion's mane mushroom powder. Lion's mane is super high in protein, fiber, really powerful antioxidant. It helps improve our cognitive health. It simply lifts off that brain fog that we often struggle with. And if we take lion's mane before bedtime, it helps to improve our REM sleep, so we dream more vividly. So I like to combine my daily dose of beetroot. So I would say this would be 100 ml. I add this brilliant powder. And Brew, they just think about every tiny little detail of their branding. And when you order a jar of mushroom powder, they also send you a little spoon with engraved Brew sign on the handle. It's just, I love it. I love that attention to detail. So I'm just going to add two little teaspoons, well, two wooden spoons into my beetroot juice. Quickly stir, so it dissolves. Doesn't really have to dissolve all the way because I'm going to drink it anyway. And yeah, I'm going to have my superpowers after I drink this glass. So cheers to your health. Spread the health and drink fermented beetroot juice.